After you've eaten, after you are clothed, the next thing is to rest, to have your rest, to rest from the day's work, to sleep, to change, to relax at a place. So everybody needs accommodation. So real estate is a hard asset. It's a tangible asset. It can be seen, it can be touched, it can be felt, it can be valued, and it will always be valuable in as much as there are people on this planet Earth, and there are people in that location. Even if the people are not really there yet, there will always be people migrating to that place because urban spaces are sort of congested now. So people need quiet spaces to live. They need places where they can breathe in fresh air. They need places where they can move around, where there are no traffic jams. Where they where they can rest from the stress of working at urban centers every day. So people need a place to rest. You know, so therefore people are migrating from the urban places now to the seemingly rural areas. So real estate will earn you income, people. It will earn you income. It will always earn you income. There's no doubt about that. Real estate will earn you income. No matter the situation, people must eat, they must wear clothes, and they must have a roof over their heads to protect against the elements. Those are the basic things, that people need: food, clothing, shelter. So, there was a case recently where someone turned the space under one of the bridges, one of the overhead bridges in Lagos. He turned, he added some value addition. He partitioned the place and, covered it like apartment and let it out to people. It was even in Nigeria here, in Lagos here, all those overhead bridges around the, I don't even know the precise location anyway, but it's in Lagos. So the government was on his case. It was all over the news then that they were looking for whoever it was that partitioned that place. And he was collecting rents. He was, like a landlord would do normally on his property. But remember, this is government property. Nobody owns the bridge except the government. And the government is not even a person. The government is an institution, sort of, you know, it's a political establishment. So it's not an individual per se that is a government. It's a collection of people that are administrating things over the state, administrating the state's resources. So it's very funny. It's, it's very funny at that time. So even in odd places, people will still seek accommodation, and you imagine sleeping under an overhead bridge where cars are flying almost 247. So it tells us the impact of shelter in the life of people. So you can use real estate to do things like selling it to sponsor education. We've seen people that sold their properties in Nigeria to sponsor their children abroad to study in the USA, in the Eastern Europe, in wherever, in UK, wherever. So those are the benefits. If they hadn't, invested their money in that particular property at that point in time or that land, they wouldn't be in the position at a later year to be able to sell it and use it to send their words abroad, conveniently like that. So real estate is a good investment. You can use it for healthcare, you can use it for business, you can use it to travel, you can use it for a lot of things. Once you have your that you have your title to it, so it will always be yours. So your accumulated rental incomes can also pay for all these things too if it's enough. That's why you must invest. Start small and you grow in it, as I said. So people, well done. Hope you are enjoying the mini course, the mini class, the chit chat. So real estate protects your money against inflation, as I made in